What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. I made six figures for the first time in this business, for the first time when I was 25 years old, and I want to help you get to six figures and above and beyond in your business. But before I do that, I want to talk with you about probably my favorite lead company in history, and that is Lead Heroes. If you haven't heard about Lead Heroes, guys, I strongly encourage you to give their leads a try. Glenn Shelton is a marketing whiz. His team is a fantastic source of knowledge in most aspects for your business. They can not only provide you high-quality leads that are pre-qualified and they offer telemarketing leads at the highest extent, they're also going to give you the education through their courses, Glenn's book, through their Facebook page, that's going to help you get the most out of your leads on top of that. They're not just going to sell you leads and say, you figure it out. They're going to sell you leads, but they're also going to teach you how to help close those leads, which is super important and incredibly valuable and incredibly unique because you don't get that from a lot of lead vendors out there from my personal experience. Whether it's Medicare leads, whether it's final expense leads, I encourage you guys to give Lead Heroes a chance. Give them a whirl. And just because you watch this video here today, you're going to get a 10% discount on all lead orders that you make with Lead Heroes. Check it out down in the description. There's a coupon code listed as well as a link to their website. Head over to Lead Heroes right now. Get some high quality leads in your business. That might be why your numbers aren't as high as you want them to be. You might not be having the best quality of leads, and that can change with Lead Heroes. Anyway, guys, in this video specifically, I wanted to talk with you about, is it better to be a local presence or is it better to be a all over the place kind of agent? When I say an all over the place kind of agent, I mean an agent in multiple different states and selling over the phone. And I think the answer to that is a little bit more complicated than you might think. I think a lot of it depends on what your business model is. I think that if you're opening up a call center, obviously it doesn't make sense to market to just one area, right? You need to be taking calls from all over the country if your goal is to open up a call center. And you probably have to design your business and structure your business much differently as a call center opposed to what you would do as a local presence, a brick and mortar kind of deal. So our business is set up as a brick and mortar business. We have a local office, a local location. We service a local market, but we're licensed in about 12 states. So it's not to say that we're just in this market, but we probably spend 75 to 90% of our marketing budget on this particular market. We work in other markets because we do take on a lot of referrals. We have a lot of branding online that brings in business from other places. But that being said, it is one of those things that I think is very important if you're doing a brick and mortar business to try to dominate your market as best as you can. You can take business from a state over. You can get licensed in other states, but I think that, especially if you're selling Medicare Advantage, I had a couple people ask me about this in the last couple of weeks. I think if you're selling in, let's say, 10 different states and you're trying to sell a lot of Medicare Advantage, it's very hard to do because the plans are different in all different markets. And not only that, they change differently in all different markets. And it's a lot to keep up with. It's a tremendous amount to keep up with. It's almost like a full-time job. So in my opinion, I think, especially if you're a new agent and you're trying to get started, maybe you're working out of your house or maybe you have a small office that you work out of, try to stick with one market. Get really good at that one market. You have to be able to crawl before you can walk, and you have to be able to walk before you can run. And I don't believe that it's a good idea to just leapfrog and try to get in 10 different states. Why? What's the point? I mean, you're going to, in my opinion, waste your money. It's a good idea if you have someone to write in that state. It's a good idea if you're going to be marketing in that state. But in my personal opinion, start in one market, especially if that's if that is what you do. Now, if you're already an experienced person selling over the phone, it's probably okay. You're probably going to be fine selling in different states. But if you're a new agent and you're still trying to get your feet wet and you're trying to service a local market, do very well in that one market. I did not get a second state license until about 2017. I had already been in the business 3 years to that point. I just personally see a lot of agents that will rush out there to pick up a lot of licenses that they don't need, for one, They don't realize things like appointment fees. They don't realize if they have a corporation, you have to have 2 licenses, an individual and a corporation license. And then some companies like United Healthcare, for example, will charge, in a lot of markets, out-of-state appointment fees. And so the cost can really add up very quickly. I think unless you're trying to build some kind of call center and exclusively over-the-phone sales kind of business, I think you're probably best off sticking with your one state for now. But that doesn't mean that that's the way that everyone should go. It kind of just depends on what your business model is. And both sides have their positives and negatives, but it's something that I thought was important enough to make a video about for you guys, and I hope that puts some perspective into it. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Drop a like on the video. If you disagree with me, or if you agree with me, it doesn't really matter. Drop a comment down in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys think about my opinion on this. And so make sure to subscribe for future 6-figure Medicare agent content. Have a great day. Take care.